Hello and welcome to the LOD. This is season 6, episode 21. Joining us, we have a very special guest.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way. It is Stubz. Lewis has been late. He had some problems with his IT when he joined us, and now I've got him sitting in the waiting room. So he doesn't know we've hit record. So let's let him join. You back in the room?
How you doing, Lou? How you doing?
There he is. So, Lewis, what have you been up to this week?
Hang on, I'm trying to fix my shit.
For those listening, Lewis is looking like a lost puppy in like the middle of the street with a car coming towards it.
My life,
quite
like
morbid.
Yes,
you're working.
Yes, you are.
You are
You're
working.
fine. We can hear you. We can see you.
We
He's
saw
just
that as well.
chomping at his camera.
Okay, I give up.
Well, can you hear us?
Lewis,
Lewis, can you hear us?
you just shown us something
Yes.
with black and there we go.
Right, so we
Well-
can hear you and we can see you.
Can't see me.
Everything's great.
We
Everything's
can
great.
see
We
you.
can see you.
I can't see
You're-
you.
You're
Well,
sulking in your
you
chair.
don't need to see. You
Have
don't
you
need
got
to. You're
speaker,
sulking in
Matt?
your
Have you got
chair.
the-
You've got your blue X Armor t-shirt on and your white headphones.
Okay,
See, we
cool.
can see you. And the big 12-inch black dildo strapped to your screen.
So fucking great. That position. That was just
Anyway,
protruding. The
yes.
tip is... Sorry.
We are on. We are on. This is the show. So yes, we've got the mighty Stubz has joined us as a special guest. Originally, we were going to do these as the Wilde Card, someone sitting in the seat for Thom, and Thom is back with us for this episode. Although he may have to disappear if you suddenly hear
Oh,
crying,
what the fuck? Tom's here. I just realised.
because then he doesn't.
Hi, Tom. How's Baby Hunter?
How you doing, Lou?
I want to see him. Bring him to the camera.
He's not going
I
to put him on
can't-
straight. No, he's not going
I'm
to do
not.
that.
I can't, Lou. He's settling down. He's having his 8 o'clock bottle.
I haven't seen him yet. This is so fun.
Have I not posted a picture in the chat? I thought I did.
Yes, you have.
I didn't see
Oh,
him.
okay. Well, next time when Paul and Hayden are up, Lou, you can come and join them.
Yeah, I was well upset. I wanted to come and annoy you guys in person.
You were there.
You were
No,
there.
I'm not being sexually
I was
assaulted
there.
in your
You were
bathroom.
there, look.
Photographic evidence.
I mean, the
Yeah, but I do
photos.
want, not while I was being like assaulted in someone's bathroom.
I think you were
You
doing
got
the
sucked off.
assaulting.
So yeah. Anyway, right. Well, let's
Oh,
fucking
God.
go.
He's not going to stop with that, mate. He's not going to stop.
Right. So let's start with the first segment we have here, which is
I don't know who you are. You're about to get chlamydia.
yes, Stubz. Who are
Nearly
you?
had that once. That was fucking horrible.
Who are you?
What?
What do you do?
I had to get
And
tested
where can we
for it.
find
Yeah,
you?
it was horrible.
Yeah,
Is that
so
when we took. Sorry. Keep going.
I'm Stubbs Gaming. As you know, if this is this podcast, I feature many times as Let's Fucking Go. Also, I'm one of the clever people.
To be
I
fair,
don't- I-
Stubbs, you're like the fifth member.
Without appearing on the show, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
The non-silent.
I do a
part.
podcast called The Gaming Conversation with Friends. However, quite often, if you ever listened, we don't talk about gaming. We go on rants about anything we want to. We just returned after a month break, and we done it last night. And I've had a bit of a break from gaming and that, doing training, weight loss, health, fitness, and I've lost about 5 stone. So not bad.
Which is
So it's all
incredible to
That's pretty
hear.
fucking
It's
good. Yeah.
it's good. It is. And if you're watching, Daz, look, I've still got no hair. Still got no hair.
Yeah, because you can't grow it. It's not like a flower.
It's a joke.
Actually,
can't-
no. Stop. Please, can I buy you a wig?
I actually can. Look, if you look around the side, there's a bit
Oh
of
my
a
God, he
lump.
has got hair.
Yeah, if I let that
Why does it
grow-
look like he's in Paul's bedroom?
So if I
'Cause
if
he
I let
is.
that grow, it looks like I'm a monk.
Fully,
So I
fully,
try
it
not
looks
to.
like you're in Paul's bedroom.
I'm not.
It looks like he's in
Assure you.
your bedroom. There's like these
Oh
two.
my god, yeah, it does.
actually-
Look, that
backgrounds,
looks like the fridge.
Could you imagine if it actually happened and knocked out Lewis? Oh,
That
yeah.
would beat
I
the
was
wardrobe
knocking
by
what out?
accident, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Pork
And I gotta
shoulder.
show you
I don't know
something.
why we got. Oh Christ! See, after
Yeah, Lewis
6
is-
seasons, over
Yeah,
100 episodes, Lewis. Oh God!
Oh, what's he going to show us?
Oh
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
fucking.
It
Flat
doesn't matter.
out.
We're still 6 seasons. It's
It's
still
perfect
blurry.
because
But you can-
product placement. We're not
I
sponsored.
know. Look, you can work
For
out the fact
cancer.
that he's got one of the. What?
Oh, what's he
I
got?
bought them for cancer.
What?
Not
You
to
mean-
get cancer. For cancer.
So you bought them and the money went to charity? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, there we go. Thank you.
I
Stubz,
didn't
for
buy
the
one
brilliant
for
translation
50p.
there.
I bought the entire box for 50. There's 15 in them.
For how much did you buy the box for?
£7.
Fair play.
That's not
so
bad.
that's
Right.
charity.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Oh, can I show you
well,
something
So
else?
does that mean your stream viewers and us have to put up with you?
Oh, he's got more. He's got more.
Fucking
Look.
crisps.
20 of us.
Lewis.
We saw
Lewis, you do
the-
realise that's just a blurry white square on screen. Although your baggy arse seems to come out in perfect high definition.
You got shit stains there, mate.
It's perfect high def ads.
That's also. Oh, there goes. Not blurred now. That looks wrong.
He's jerking
Oh,
off a
look.
dairy milk bar.
I got
Jesus Christ.
So this is what happens when
Jeez.
we don't do this on a weekly basis. Lewis just
He's
accumulates.
got a tin.
load of
He's got a Costco tin of beans in his hand.
He needs to
Oh,
go
cheese.
closer. We can't
Cheese.
see. It's cheese.
He's got
Yeah.
a Costco
Why have
tin
you
of
got-
cheese in his hand.
Why have we got like a 5-liter tin of cheese?
Is that like
If not
nachos?
more.
Wait, is
Right.
that actually cheese?
Yeah, nacho cheese.
You how many liters is that
Oh, I don't know.
of
Is that
yellow
cr-
liquid plastic?
Is that crap cheese?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
of course it's going to be crap cheese. It
Yeah.
ain't going to be genuine
No.
shit.
No, it ain't. He's bought it off Tino. innit?
Nacho cheese, not my cheese.
Oh,
So
fuck,
this whole
it's out of
segment
date.
is literally. Oh,
What's that? Is that out of date?
These consume after
These nuts?
a week. I've had it in there for 2 months.
Oh, for
Yeah, no. Consume after a week of
Lewis.
opening, you nana. Have you opened
It is open. Yeah, look. I'll show you
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
hang on, it's soggy cheese now.
we're going to see
It's
fluffy
blurry
cheese.
as well.
Look,
I like
it's
how we're
watery.
I'm
Oh, it's
glad
green.
it's. Oh god, I'm glad it's like Crime Watch and blurs out the
Oh, hang on,
crimson.
I've got to bin that.
Have you
We
seen
don't
this
have
man?
nightmares. I love
Oh,
how
The
it
only one to
stings.
lick it.
Hang on, back in me. I'm going
We're-
to
we're
throw it in the bin.
Right,
Lewis
so now
just ran out of
Lewis's
his
room
window.
smells of rotten cheese and
We're still
nacho
on the
cheese.
subject of Stubz here, and we've kind of gone on to Lewis's gone off manky
I
cheese.
know. I don't know how that happened. So, Stubz, you got a gaming conversation with friends where you don't really talk about games.
Well, we
Who's
do.
on the show with you?
We do talk about games.
Oh.
Just saying that we can talk about whatever we like because I don't care. So
Big up, big
Who's
up
your-
your
who's your
co-hosts or
regulars?
your guests.
we have Removable Sanity. He does indie game reviews. He's quite a good host, to be fair, because a lot of the time I pop out, like the kids want stuff, etc., and they kind of Removable's very good at taking over conversations and guiding them like a host. And then we have
Complete
my
opposite of Lewis.
yeah, and then we have my good friend VJ, Viewpoint Gaming, over from the sunny state of California, but he is English. He's also very good at conversations. He's a nice bloke. He's been in the games industry 25 years, but he's retired now. But he's worked for Sony, PlayStation. He's worked all over the world and Japan. He's got a very big perspective on gaming. He's quite very knowledgeable about the way it was, but a lot of their methods are still in place now. But yeah, he's quite good to talk to about certain aspects, like when all this ABK stuff, etc., and all this quality control studios. He understands how you build a studio and so on. So yeah, it's quite good. Also, although he's not on every show, we have every so often we have a good friend Masuko from
Good old Masuko.
he lives in Finland. Yes, that's Finland. He comes on when he can
Finlandia.
because he works nights a lot. So I did invite him on this week's, but he couldn't make it. But I do class him as a regular. So he comes on when he can. When he's free, he sends out the bat signal because he's 2 hours ahead. Though, fair play to him. He comes on, but he's 2 hours ahead of us. He is. So I don't like to go past time much because I know when we finish at 11, it's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning there. Yeah. I try and end it, but if you let my co-host carry on, like Removable, he could talk. It would carry on, and I have to cut it off after so long.
With Matt Removable, we know he can talk.
He can definitely talk. He can, yes. He admits it though,
Fair play.
He does. But yeah, you've met him obviously at EGX, haven't you? Or
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I mean, so what about content-wise are you doing now? So what are you doing for you? Is it just the podcast now? Or you do any other content or?
Well, me personally, under Stubz, I only do the gaming podcast, but I won't say my real name, etc. But I do podcast.
Sorry,
Not podcast.
Lewis brushing his teeth.
Yes, Lewis is brushing his teeth. I chose to ignore him.
Sorry, Stubz. Sorry.
So in the business world, I do pest control content and Instagram and all of that, and LinkedIn and all that kind of business. But that's a different sector. It's not under Stubz. Brand building and so on. Building my empire.
Taking over the world.
Stubz empire.
I do plan on growing the company. I'm trying to grow the company bigger and bigger because it's multi-generational. So I take over from my dad, and I would love my son to take over. So I was reshooting a pest control magazine talking about it. I'm in print, an actual physical magazine I was in. It's going to get framed, and I mention it at the end. But yeah, it's I do that, but obviously it's not under Stubz. But I just enjoy doing the gaming podcast because it's just fun. We don't plan anything. Like you got this nice little plan here. I don't have that. I don't actually have a plan anymore. We just go in, roughly talk about what we're going to just talk about. Sometimes it's gone to some very random stuff. We once had a big debate about why Removable Sanity likes to send checks to the utility companies and why. Yeah.
So not direct debit or anything.
No, he refuses to. He sends
the utility company make interest on it.
Yeah, he sends checks, and we got into all that episode. We got into all sorts. Half an hour spent on checks. It was, but that's how random we can get.
We're not that structured, Stubz. You should know that from listening to us.
That is
I
true.
have that little cheat sheet in the bottom corner here in the chat, but that is Hayden being the professional that he is and saying, "Oi, you fuckers, this is what we need to talk about." Half the time, none of that shit gets followed. So
no, you're right. You are.
So there we are. But I mean, like, so what? I know you mentioned to us before we started recording, you haven't played that much, but what have you been playing? And recently, it doesn't have to have been just this week. Is there anything recent that you've been playing? What was the last game you played, Stubz?
Overwatch 2.
Do you like it?
I've played a bit of it. It's quite good. It's like it's very cartoony. It's like got a cartoon, not exactly like Fortnite. It's more cartoony. I was playing that, and I played a bit of Fortnite because my son absolutely loves Fortnite. Problem is, though, he's so bloody good. He destroys me. I can't even get a kill in on him. But these kids, they just build and can shoot without even thinking. I can't keep
start. I don't know where to start on Fortnite.
I can't keep up with him. The minute I do get a kill on him, damn, he makes me pay for it. He does. But no, that's really. I mean, before that, it was just Wakes to Deep. I haven't completed that. I haven't got back to it, and I was before that. I was on what's Yakuza? They made a new Yakuza?
Shelby, I'm going toilet.
Yakuza. Just trying to think of the game. It's a different antagonist. He's got like fluffy hair.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know.
Mm.
Which, I can't
But it's not
remember
the
which
latest
one
game. It was the one before that.
Oh, before that.
It
Yeah.
wasn't the man that stood still. That one.
Something the dragon.
No, I know you're the man that erased his name. It wasn't that. It's the other one. It's the one where he's got
The cover art where he's on the front. It's yellow background, and he's like,
yes, that's it.
yeah.
I've got to get back to that. I have, but it's all right. But I enjoy the mainline Yakuza's more than anything because that's becoming the mainline Yakuza now because they've moved on. They like more RPG style games now rather than beat 'em up brawlers. I wish they'd do beat 'em up brawlers. I do.
Nice. Much better. Much better for the setting, I think, rather
Yes.
than an RPG.
Well, they seem to the studio's going with RPG, so the future's going to be with RPG. Yes, but
Trend.
well, it's probably easy to make games for maybe because they seem to knock out games like No Tomorrow Yakuza.
Yeah.
It does.
Bloody.
You seem like
But-
that, they've been- I think
but there's
yeah, they have done quite a lot, haven't they?
There's
So,
tons.
I
The
mean,
games
since
are very similar.
2005,
There's loads, absolutely loads. I've got the pipeline correct. They
Lost
have.
Judgment was 21, Streets of Kuramucho and Like a Dragon 2020, and then Like a Dragon Ishin.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think Ishin though is like a remaster of the PlayStation game.
Like
It
a Dragon,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, Ishin, yeah. There's a game called Gears of War coming out eventually. Who knows when it's coming out though?
It's I can't believe it. Let's fucking go.
I tell you what, when that moment happened, my missus was upstairs and she turned the Xbox stream on because she knew what had been unveiled. I was that noisy. She would text me saying Gears of War's been announced then. I was like, yeah, finally. I think you're looking at 2025 or 2026 for that.
I think end of 25.
Yeah, holiday season 25.
It's only more because Xbox have got too many games to release. They have. You can only release so many games per year. I don't care what anyone says. You can't just stack them all in. It won't work. You need to line up 25 or 26, I think. But hopefully it's got multiplayer.
Oh, it's got to have multiplayer, surely.
Yeah, but who knows? They're changing everything. Hopefully it has. But a lot of people I noticed watching the people's reactions, they didn't realise who the characters were. It's like, the fuck?
What?
They didn't realise it was Marcus, with Dom and the young versions of them. But if you go back even further though, there's some very good lore in Gears of War. I'm going through it still. A lot of the audiobooks there is. It's like I have Spotify, get 15 hours free a month now. Audiobooks in premium subscription. Bit annoying though because it's a bit of a scam because once you hit the 15 hours, you've got to buy another 10 hours. So you don't own the book. You feel a bit robbed. That's why I have Audible as well. Because you're only paying for the hours, not the books. But they had to fight Apple to do that, didn't they? They had a bit of a battle with Apple over that because they didn't want them to bring out audiobooks. If you look into Spotify's history, all of their problems of getting off the ground have all stemmed from Apple. Their CEO even said they've fought Apple the entire time. They have to for everything, but they've always come out and won eventually. They have, but yeah. I'm not sure how I got onto that. We went from Gears.
That's all right. Don't worry. We know you like going on tangent, and so do we.
Yeah.
The one who didn't show. Let's try this. Daddy dearest, what have you been up to recently?
What have I been up to, Jesus? Well, 23rd of July, Hunter arrived. Hooray. I won't go into too much in details into Hunter and all that. I put a post up on Twitter, and I had a lot of people congratulate me and everything, and that was so heartwarming. So thank you to everybody. But to be honest, my time has literally just been dedicated mainly to Hunter. It's weird. When it came to like gaming for the first like few weeks, I felt guilty about even just for having the urge because I wanted to like watch over him. So I didn't play anything for like a good month. But it wasn't until Christ, it must have been about like 2 weeks ago that I finally got back into gaming seriously. I haven't fully sunk my teeth into anything, not much, but there's only two things which I've really been playing as of note. Side note: I've got my room back. It's no longer the dining room; it's fully the game zone. The furniture has been brought in and everything. It's completely lovely and nice and classy in here. Quite adult. But my whole console, my games, everything's back. And I got a new chair. So it's not a gaming chair whatsoever. It's a nice little leather chair. Anyway, so with that, I've had my Evercade hooked up, and I've been playing Duke Nukem Time to Kill, which is like a Lara Croft Tomb Raider version of Duke Nukem, and it bombed in the reviews back then. But playing it now, obviously much better graphics, auto aim, and tweaked controls. Fucking incredible. I really, really enjoy it, and it is so addictive. So I've been playing that, but that was kind of like here and there. But the big thing which I have been kind of playing and nearly completed it is Mega Man 2. I've never really played many of the Mega Man games, but I always wanted to. And on PlayStation Plus, they had the collection out, and it was like all of the games and everything. And I played Mega Man 1, which was just I wasn't feeling it. So I listened to a retro podcast, Remember the Game, one of my favorite podcasts to listen to when I'm driving to work and back. And he covered Mega Man 2 on an episode, and it was just the way he sold it was incredible. The music and the sheer choice of who you want to face out of all of Dr. Wily's robots, so good. So I thought, screw it, I'll try Mega Man 2. Put in Mega Man 2 and everything, played it, and I'm absolutely in love with it, and it's so great. And it's such an I wouldn't go into too much details because everyone else has got to have time to talk. But I must say, Mega Man 2 has now kind of gone up in my favorite games. Dare I say it's probably in my top 10. It's that good. So, yeah. I've literally just got Dr. Wily to kill from Mega Man 2, and then I'm done with it. But it's so good. But that's literally it. I've got a new room. I've been playing Father, as well as Duke Nukem Time to Kill and Mega Man 2. That's pretty much my whole time.
Nice. Awesome. And the other person who forgot to turn up last week and had much more
Jeffrey
important
Dahmer.
things to do. Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer. What have you been up to? This is where he brings out a really long list. Yes, it's a Fallout case.
Yes, it's the Vault Tech glasses that you got given.
Lou, we're a podcast. People listen.
Over on Spotify, you can see the video, just so you know.
Yeah, because I post the videos on.
I'm not going to watch
it.
I mean, for example, I wouldn't watch it if I'm driving.
I had to brush my teeth because I tried some of that cheese, see if it was still okay. It wasn't.
Why? Why? It was green.
Why would you do that?
That was only around the sides it was green. I didn't know it was in the
but
middle.
still,
It means it's off.
Yeah, but cheese is always off in general, isn't it?
Not
You just cut
nacho
that
cheese.
bit off.
That's not even real cheese.
That's
Yeah,
plastic,
I didn't. It didn't taste very nice.
I'm not surprised. You just ate botulism mixed with.
He's going to miss next week's show because he's going to be just convulsing.
He's going to be. He's going to be a chocolate fountain.
I've
Been it from the toilet.
We've done loads of stuff since we've been.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Come on, Lewis. Spiel off the list. I did see. Have you played the Gory yet?
Yeah. They sent me a code.
Nice.
Yeah.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's not bad. Really good, actually. It's really good. Better than I expected.
What else? Go on, spiel it off. You've been off for a while. We did the return from the summer.
I went back to streaming.
We know.
And
well done.
Got released 30 games, Lewis.
I played Into the Pit like Caden recommended.
And
Wicked, right?
Really good, really good. And so I put chaos tricks on my stream, and every now and then someone decided to put a jump scare that pops up on my screen, very loud and actually on my fucking game,
Nice.
which was horrible, fucking dreadful, horrible.
Is he
they've
going
done
quiet
it.
for anyone else?
It's gone quiet.
You're not talking, Paul. You're muted.
Oh, there we go. That better?
sorry, there you go. And rather than me muting, you need to talk into your mic.
Yeah, sorry. I have been playing my PlayStation VR 2 a lot more as well. And I platinumed since we've been off, I have platinumed
Here we go.
all these
50
games. Ready?
50 games.
I platinum Ghost of Tsushima, Job Simulator, Nobody Wants to Die, Waltz of the Wizard, Borderbots VR, Knights vs. Giants, We Were Here Forever, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Was that it?
Well done.
Oh my God, I thought-
Nearly Lego Racer, but I have to drive 6,000 miles,
I was
In-game.
expecting more.
which is long.
Just do donuts.
I've basically just been reviewing lots more. I was meant to jump into one of Stubz, but then I had a meeting, unfortunately. Saw Deadpool. Now Megs is buying me a Deadpool actual costume, like the actual leather one that you can buy that's like $2,000.
Why would she buy you that?
She wants to fuck me in Deadpool.
Oh, for
We tried.
Ladies
our
and
hardest not
gentlemen,
to
we
tell
were
this
sorry.
Oh,
We
this-
tried. We tried
what,
to make
what?
this PG, and we tried to. We don't have to put the mature setting on. But if you're watching this, congratulations for registering with YouTube and making sure that you're over the age of 18 for that horrific image that's just been bored into the back of your head.
just
Wait,
jump off the
was this
fucking
supposed to be
wardrobe again.
PG? No one
No,
told
it's
me.
No, just it's a little bit more graphic than we need to know. I mean, like
We
We've got
want to
really
expand the
established dad here. He doesn't wanna know
LOD here,
about
man.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me. I could have kept it PG.
Well, you're the CEO of Gamer Hub. You should be,
Have standards.
Yeah, but this isn't
Yeah.
Gamer Hub. I'm
I
not
know,
allowed to
I know.
be like Gamer Hub.
He's allowed to
yeah.
be what he wants here. Yeah.
Oh no.
You
It's a
could
little bit
be
more
Gamer
graphic.
Hub if you want.
No, I don't want to.
You
Yeah,
no. I'm joking.
I'm in a community now with a load of people where we like stream together and stuff, which is kind of fun. So I made loads of new friends as well.
We're not good enough.
Cool. No, we're not. Clearly not.
Well, you all seem to disappear on like trips and forget I existed. So I was like, I need friends that want
Was
to talk
last
to me.
minute, Lou. Literally, I asked Paul that week, did he want to come down and go out drinking? And he was like, yeah.
Because
And then
I'm
it was
not
like literally like the day before. It was the day before I started up going, should we go and see Tom? Yeah.
because
It was
I've not
literally
been.
last minute.
Yeah. What else have I been doing?
Masturbate.
No, not master. I'm not allowed. We all know this one now.
We're already in the dirt. We might as well just drag it through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just basically doing what I can, I guess. Keep my brain from falling apart.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Good.
Hayden, what about you? What you been up to, mate?
What have I been up to? I finished Nobody Wants to Die. Lewis mentioned it. Louis, what did you think? I thought it was
I platinumed
really
it.
good, but weird and slow in places.
I had to play it 3 times.
Weird, right? It's good. But
It's good.
weird.
It's good. It's very good because I actually really enjoyed it. But it reminded me a bit like, do you remember that horror game where you played as that neon like cyberpunk detective? And it was really long, but it went all weird and like it was like all over the place.
Yeah. Like it was good, but I got really confused in some places because it didn't connect to what the choices I'd made. So like I've picked this choice, it'll change later in game, and then all of a sudden it's gone on a completely different arc. I'm like, huh? This is not what I chose. I chose not to do that thing, but you said I've done that thing. So it was good. I enjoyed it, but I was like, yeah, well.
I thought it was going to be a bit like a shooting game. I'm not going to lie, it was not exactly what I was expecting.
No, I knew it was going to be a big detective thing, but
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be a detective thing with a bit of like,
oh, yeah.
shooting in it, but it was completely the opposite. And I was like, oh. And it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
it
I
wasn't
really did
terrible.
enjoy it. I platinumed it in the same day.
Nice.
I literally even said that in my review that I actually didn't like the ending, so I went back and played it at the same time. So
There's multiple
I
endings.
speed runned it in 2 hours.
Nice. It's not hard as long as you know where.
No.
new
Once you know
constructs
what you're figuring out, then you can speed run it. The same as I did with Security Breach. I speed run that in one day. I did that in 3 hours to get, because it turns out you have to play the game to get the platinum. You need to play the game without hiding. And I tried to cheat the system by doing the glitch, but it only works on PC. So that was annoying. So I had to then replay the whole game all over again. The same time as
Not
just
hard, but that
completing
must
it.
be really stupidly hard.
It was because I had to do more running than anything.
Yeah.
But knowing what I had to do before, it was fine. I knew how to play. I knew how to complete it. But trying to do the whole game again and then Ruin as well. But then Ruin doesn't have any trophies, which really confused me a little bit.
I didn't know that, to be fair.
Yeah, and there's like multiple endings for that as well. But the thing that was really hard with Security Breach was finding everything. Going around the whole, and there was one part where I had to. So there's a box hidden in the daycare, and you can't get back in once you're banned.
Yeah.
So if you face the floor backwards and call Freddy, he will go into the daycare, and you can jump into his stomach from inside, and you can get back inside. So if you haven't got order and you want to do it, you can do it that way.
Oh, okay, cool.
But,
I ain't going back to play. I've deleted off my Xbox now.
I know I played it on PlayStation. And Quidditch Champions come out today, so I'm looking forward to trying that out.
Oh yeah, because you're happy with Harry Potter mode.
Oh. No, wait! Can I show you guys something?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Anyway,
Paul hasn't even had a go yet.
While he's doing that, Hayden, was there anything else you played?
Yes.
Well, you have
a very nice wand.
Yeah, Lewis is, for those listening, Lewis has
I
just
honestly
pulled
thought that
out
was
his wand.
I thought it was a big box of after 8 minutes.
Oh, it glows in.
Wave the wand. Wave the wand. Or is it collector's item?
Windmill it. Windmill it.
No, it sings. It sings the Harry
Light
Potter
switch.
theme.
Put
Yeah,
the
we're not gonna
put,
hear that,
put
are
paintbrush
we?
on the end.
But basically, it's it costs Megs a fucking arm and a leg.
You're gonna fuck with that.
No, because you could do the lights and you can do the TV, but the problem is you need to get the right lights, and the ones
Sorry,
Paul got
Stubz.
me. The ones Paul got me.
Sorry.
The ones Paul got me don't work with this for some reason.
Does that not pair, because that's only those are specific to an app or pair to
Like a
Google
certain,
or
like,
Alexa?
a device
So
or something.
should you not be pairing it to the device?
What?
Could you imagine he fucking turns his PC off?
As soon as
Oh,
he did that, the air freshener went off.
Oh my god.
I'm
You're
a
a
wizard.
wizard,
Oh,
Lewis.
by the way, can I tell you a story what happened the other day that really fucking
wazzy,
freaked me
Gary.
out? So, the other day I
We
was
do
going
have
some
topics, we swear.
I was
Yeah, we
going
do
I
have-
was going
we don't
to
watch
my
Stubz,
fridge, which you know is behind me, to get a drink and put more drinks in. And
Yeah,
my
as
door's handle did that and opened. And then the room.
door or the fridge door?
No, my actual bedroom door.
Are you sure you weren't just asleep? And you
No, because
grabbed
it's
it?
happened
Had
twice
you
now.
been at the nacho cheese?
I think
Oh,
that's your.
No,
your
the thing is, it's
doorknob saying
happened
he wants
twice
being
now.
sucked off.
It's happened twice now, and the whole room went
Mhm.
freezing cold, and I got shivers down my spine.
Did you leave the window open? Because I've done.
No. The window's
Were you
shut.
sunning your perineum again? You get a sudden
Like
drop.
I had, like the other day, I had sleep paralysis, which wasn't very fun.
Oh god, I shouldn't be laughing at that.
That was horrible. It's like I was laying down, and I don't know if I was awake or asleep, but there was a black figure staring at me across the room, and I couldn't move, and I couldn't. It was horrible. Worst fucking night of my life.
It's the
Because
Dementors.
now I don't sleep without a light on or a TV on, so I need sound now.
Have you thought of playing, warm, cozy games for a short while?
Mum
Play
said
Minecraft.
that.
Soft
Mum,
be fair,
mum,
You've got a good
Play
point.
some Minecraft, Lou.
You've got a great point.
yeah, I have been playing
Mm.
Minecraft actually.
Have you?
I built the event. I built the Deadpool logo
Stardew
on
Valley?
on someone's Disney Castle world, and I built Iron Man shooting things out of his hand.
Nice.
I would show you the picture of it, but I forgot to take a picture.
Oh, that sucks. Hayden, was there anything else you actually played?
Yeah, I played some more Hellblade 2. I played about half an hour of that. Some more Pokemon on the Delta app, which, carry on with that. And then I will talk about it in the topics. But the Black Ops 6 beta, which I believe Lewis has also played, and Paul also joined me on Sunday with.
Yeah, I've already met some hackers.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
Well, it
Paul, what
turns
you been
out I
playing?
did some research, and it turns out they had the hacks out before the game actually brought out their beta. They already had it ready.
Usually the case. Me, I have been playing my mobile games quite a bit, the same ones and a couple of others. I don't know why. I've just been because I haven't had time to get to the PC or PlayStation, whatever. Cracked out the Switch and played a couple of games. But 30-in-1 collection, Volume 1 and Volume 2. They're little games. Actually, they're more like little mobile games anyway. It's almost like Zoomer and stuff like that. They're little quick games to play. They're all right with if you wanted to share it.
Lewis, pull your trousers up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh no, these are shorts. I had shorts on.
All right, fair enough. I dove into Tetris 99 quickly and then said, "Yep, this sucks," and turned it off again. And then started doing some of the classic games. So Game Boy Advanced, Pokemon Red Team Rescue. Started.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Tough Nuts and Fiery Butthole, which is Charizard and Machamp, are currently going around and rescuing people.
You sure it wasn't Machoke?
Machoke, yeah.
Machoke on these nuts.
Did anyone buy Outlaws?
Nope.
No.
And then I've played, talking to Star Wars, I tried the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I gave that
Bounty
to
Hunter. Yeah, you did. Thank you very much, Lewis. I am enjoying it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? It was supposed to come out a long time ago. Someone's given it, and it gives you that old retro Star Wars kind of feel.
You know what? I actually forgot I gave you that until you said it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Some of the controls, even though it's got legacy controls, I tried the new controls on it. It can be a little bit annoying, but other than that, yeah, it's good fun. I cracked through that a bit, and then I tried the COD 6 beta. What else have I done?
Oh, by the way, just to make you happy, don't buy Outlaws because you're gonna get it.
Oh wow!
Basically, Dazzy doesn't want it, so he's giving me the code.
I know. I saw that in the.
Yeah, but Lewis,
messages.
we don't share your Steam count anymore.
No, I don't want it. I'm not playing it on PC. I'd rather play it on PlayStation. So I'm just going to give it to Paul.
All right, fair enough. Thank you very much. Happy days. Stubz looking well left out there in the top corner.
Wait, what do you mean I'm not? Oh, wait, yeah, can you give me back access to your games? Actually, I just remember that.
You left.
Yeah, it was an accident.
You have to be a child
because you had to
share.
share.
Has to have control.
Yeah, I don't want to be a child.
Yeah, so 1 day a week for
No,
1
they've changed it
hour.
now. You have to. Have you not seen? They've changed it. You now have to be in the same household.
We all
You have
are.
to be in the same household.
We're just in different. We are.
No, they've
We're
changed
same
it. They've
household.
done an update. I tried to should do it with Megs and it won't let me because Megs is not in my household.
Is it IP dependent now? IP address.
Can't be IP dependent. Can't be.
Yeah, tried it.
There may be something to do with your settings. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's a bit. So, news. Moving swiftly on. News, and more news. Who's got news?
I've got news.
News. Woo!
Lose news. Time for lose news.
Go on,
Okay.
so what's the news?
Yous were a fan of that Choo Choo Charles, yeah?
I wasn't expecting this, but okay.
So someone's made a sort of similar game, but it's called Waffle Cone Willie. And it's a haunted ice cream truck.
No, it's not. Well, yeah, waffle cone Willie.
Yeah,
That sounds like you need to see a doctor.
No, look it up. It's actually a real thing. Waffle Cone Willie, and it's made by a guy called Cause Games.
Cause Games.
Cause Games.
Publish
and it's basically
Blue Waffle.
And it's actually really cool looking. Like
true.
you have to like get into houses and stuff while you've got like ice cream truck chasing after you.
Right, Lewis, I'm serious. If this comes up with fucking Blue Waffle, you're dead.
And
No, Hayden, it's legit. It's actually
Stubz, have
legit.
you heard about this one?
No, I didn't.
oh no, I've been playing Black Wukong as well. I forgot about that.
How are you finding that?
It is difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
It's proper Dark Souls, isn't it?
But it is really good. Meg's because we tried Stellar Blade and I found that game very fucking frustrating. You have to be
really
such on the ball with the blocking and the parrying.
That's
It's
too
ridiculous. But I prefer Black Wukong personally.
Stubbs, are you going to try?
It's the
Wukong?
Monkey King, isn't it?
No.
It's based loosely on the legend, yeah.
Yeah.
That-
So
Well, not loosely. It's actually, to be honest with you, it's supposed to be like bang on the idea of what he does, like through parts of it, and you try the different spirits, and they're all from mythology. So
yeah,
there's a lot of.
but it is actually really good.
potential.
I'm enjoying it. We're going to play it again, which comes around tonight. But it's actually really fun. And to be fair, the enemies aren't ridiculously overpowered either. So, but you do run into a lot of enemies, and you think, "Oh fuck, this is a boss fight."
Did you see some of the footage of how they recorded the feline bosses for fighting? They used mocap and cats.
What?
No.
Oh, really?
Got cats to chase laser dots and toys and get
That's
them to
kinda cool.
attack and fight. So
No,
that's how they did it.
there's-
So
there's only
the
one-
movements are all pure feline. When it
Yeah.
comes over to attack you, it's a proper whoosh.
But I've only ever had issue with one of the villains, and it was only a small villain, not like the main villains, and it was the Snake God or Snake King, and one of them big head things that's blind and near the beginning. But honestly, I actually think it's really good. It's definitely better than Stellar Blade. I don't care. That game was ridiculous for how quick you had to be on it, to the point where I raged so much that I can't play again. It wound me up too much. I completed it, but it wound me up way too long, way too much, way too much. So, oh, and I bought a pair of them headphones for the PlayStation VR 2. You know, the new ones, the Pulse 3D ones with the microphone. They just, yeah, I bought them, so I'll be telling you how they like soon. But they're really.
I'd just like you to know, Lewis, I've just tried it with Dredge because I don't own it and Paul does, and it loaded up absolutely fine, and I could play it.
What?
Dredge on Steam. I don't own it, Paul does. I've just launched it. It launched up fine. I could play it.
Oh, okay. Well, could you just give me access again instead?
Well, it's up to Paul. He's the
incredible,
daddy
Paul.
here.
As long as I'm not a
Is it
child
showing?
again, because he only
Or
let me
give a
have
link
5
up
minutes of
to
Poppy playtime.
On a Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
So yeah. By the way, for those it's two, I don't know if Stubbs had a look at it. I put a link in our chat for people to have a look at the mocap of cats for the gaming.
Thank you.
Okay, so a bit of news as well. I interviewed the actual developers of Gory.
You went to the
Nice.
event, didn't you?
Yeah, they invited me to the event.
There was a Lady Dina's Cat Emporium in East London, which is an amazing site. It's an amazing little cafe where you get to
it's
go
really
and
cool.
have cream tea and play with the catties and the kitties, and they do adoption as well. So it's been
They
I've
had a
been there,
cat
it's
on the
good fun.
wall that said Rodney, and I kind of got teared up because it's like that was my dad's name, so I kind of liked seeing that. But it was really cool, and I actually interviewed them, and I actually got one that's going on YouTube very, very soon. It's currently being worked on, but I actually interviewed John, who's one of the main of Angry Demon Studios. And fun fact, you know the actual unicorns, the monster noises they make. That's actually a cat.
How is it?
It's an actual cat. It basically, he told me he all of the cat meowing is actually a cat, but his cat or his mum's cat sounds demonic, so he made that cat the unicorn noises.
Cool.
And I was like, that's really cool. And there's loads of Easter eggs hidden about where you find like, but honestly, it was really cool. And I interviewed Mike from Gunner as well, so that was cool as well. And
Is that your
Soldier.
news?
Is there a list on your wall, Lewis? You keep turning round.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
got
He has a little.
whiteboard.
He's got a
Oh,
whiteboard.
just
and
looking at
the
his-
thing is that this is why it's blurred, is because he also has like his NDAs listed
Oh,
on there as
yeah.
well.
You're not supposed to
Yeah,
write.
look, I'll show you. Look, I'll
not-
show you.
No,
No, you're
don't.
not supposed to write NDAs down it, yeah?
No. My NDA is hidden behind my chair
Oh, okay.
because Kiwi
They're
Design
on a
will
list
kill me.
at the back. They're
Kiwi
on the
would-
list on the back of his chair.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
he roll
Kiwi
turns
Design
around,
will
you can see
kill
it.
me. I've actually had to sign an NDA, like a full on fucking
Yeah.
like 700-page essay. So, but I've decided to go back to school again as well in February to
There you
do
go, breaking news.
software engineering.
Dum, 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 dum.
What happened to your games course you were doing?
No, I've seen too
Yeah,
many game
whatever did happen
developers
to that?
being fired every left, right, and center. I think I'd rather do something I know, like I can do computer security, I can do
There's lots of
cyber
jobs.
sec-
There's lots of
Yes.
jobs in that. Loads.
yeah, cyber security, and kind of Paul gave me the idea for the cyber security a little bit when we
Cool.
spoke to them at the event.
Nice.
Cyber army.
Stubbs, have you seen Gory Cuddle Kitty? Have you looked at that? The Carnage. Have you had a look at that game?
No, I never
You're,
even heard
you're
of
a
it.
hoverboarding cat. It's quite a good little game. I liked it. It's a horror based one. I really
My
enjoyed
6-year-old
it.
loved.
Yeah, I sat him down. I said, "Is it all right if you can watch?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." And it's just like, there's me as a cat on a hoverboard.
I'll have to look it up then.
Unicorns
I
to
will.
death. And
There
you
is a
get some
demo you
monsters.
can play. I
can
am
play the
I am
demo, yeah. There's
reviewing
two.
it, Stubbs. So you're more than welcome. But obviously, I'm not going to be spoiling it or anything like that.
Is
No.
is it on the demo on Steam or
Yeah,
console?
It's on Steam.
both. It's on both. It's on
Okay.
PlayStation 5 as well.
Okay.
But it's actually decent priced as well. It's only like 20 quid.
That's not bad. That's not.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So
Not bad at
they
all.
wanted more
anyone
people
got-
to be able to enjoy it, basically.
Yeah, and it is. I think it's a really good game. Has anyone got any other news? We could
Gonna
bring
talk-
up the old
gonna talk about
Concord.
Concord, yeah.
That's
No.
the Concord. There's that one.
That
The
gave
worst
me.
game.
Are you going to read the reviews on it, please?
Not
Do you
today.
know what? We weren't set up for today, but I do have it right on screen.
Can we
here.
let him do it, please? I've not heard him, and I really want to hear him. I want to hear some.
Should I do
Because
some
I've-
briefly
I've
about the
seen-
Concord? Well, look, for those that are listening,
Do it.
obviously, Concord, PlayStation put a post out. It was today, was it not? Saying, we're really sorry, the game's shit. We're going to give you refunds, and we've pulled it from the shop.
Oh, they
Um,
really pulled it.
Yeah, they pulled it.
That's. I've sent a link to their statement in the chat, Lou.
Yeah,
Oh
after
my
2
God.
weeks.
Tell you one thing, Redfall's looking good now.
Yeah,
I'm just excited to try
Yeah.
Lollipop Chainsaw Repop when it comes
Yeah.
up.
Stick with Concord for a minute.
To be
Stick
fair,
with Concord. Stick with Concord.
it's
Concord.
isn't it the year of really shit games that come out for like 2 weeks and then are pulled and refunded the day
I
before?
mean, yeah, but this one's taken the biscuit, isn't it? And I said just before as well. So 25,000 purchases only.
Didn't it
Um,
like cost 100
did it.
million for them to make?
The thing is
Yeah.
about that game is the trailer looked amazing. I thought it gave me what's it called, Beyond Good and Evil 2 vibes, and then they showed us
don't-
that.
Don't try it because you
It
don't
did.
know what Beyond Good. No, it didn't.
I've seen
because
the
it's supposed to be like
Beyond Good and Evil
Overwatch.
2.
It's got nothing like. Have you seen the actual? What footage have you seen of Beyond Good and Evil?
No,
2?
the trailer when the monkey jumps out of the window and the pig goes mad and he goes,
the
"Get him!"
FMV from
Yeah.
12 years ago.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on about. Well, I got that same vibe for
12
Concord.
years ago. That FMV is 12 years old. There's
Yeah,
actually
and-
they released some game footage originally of like in-game testing of the open world stuff, and that looked amazing. And that was what 4-5 years ago of Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Concord. A lot of people have said it's like the characters, like the design of them wasn't too bad actually. They were very. Someone actually put this was a bit harsh. Said it was Guardians of the Galaxy B-roll.
Yeah. Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't that bad. I thought it was really
it was good. I thought it was a good game.
But I'm just saying these were B-roll characters from it. Like they were the ones that they never made.
Read
the
the
just gave-
rejects.
It just gave.
Reject.
Do you know what though? That it's funny because in that PlayStation no, was it PlayStation or was it the Game Awards? There was like 4 different versions of Overwatch. There was Marvel Rivals, which I'm kind of looking forward to trying. I'd like to give that a go. Um, just see if it is as good as it looks. Then you had Concord, and then you had the Star Wars one, and then you had another one. I was like,
It
four
just
of
looked
them.
too generic. It's too generic. That's why
It was too
failed,
generic.
at least from
Apparently,
my
the
mind.
maps were too bland. Nothing interesting on them. Gameplay.
They should have
was
just.
samey
They
all the
should have
way
made it
over.
a game where it was actually.
Characters were all the
Where's
same.
Stubbs gone?
They shouldn't.
He's all right. He's just
He's
turned his
pro-
camera off.
Oh,
They probably should have just worked on something else because that whole genre is very bloated. It's going to get lost in the shuffle, and it was just destined to fail. And it was just going to be one of these things where it was going to be around for a little bit, and then it was just going to get complete. It was just going to die a death, to be honest, because of how on trend it is, and it's nothing exciting. At least from my perspective, it's just boring.
So
I saw nothing of
it's
Concord.
beaten Gollum, Lord of the Rings Gollum, as the worst game release.
Jesus.
And it got less and lasted less time than was it? It got less. It got worse reviews than what was the one
Day
you said,
before?
Hayden?
The day before?
Well, that is
the day
just-
before was terrible.
The day before was a scam.
Yes, it was.
And it's got worse than that. My God.
I
Yeah.
can't believe I was
I mean,
excited
like
for
just for example,
Same, actually same.
the reviews. Obviously, I won't do, but Butterbaps Junior will return at some point, so I'll just fill in for him briefly.
You can come back next week if you like.
He'll be
No,
back
today.
No, he'll be back next week.
No, I've got
He's not here
25
at the moment,
minutes.
He's busy. And he says, so for these ones here, it says, I've seen more effort put into the Overwatch porn animation.
Oh my
30 to
God.
40 FPS and players. 10 to 15 minute queue time, less than a week later, just to play with the same sweaty, I think that's supposed to be ass hats. This was a waste of time and money. If you see this message, then I'm probably still stuck in a matchmaking. I've been here so long, I don't even know if I'll ever find a match again. Wouldn't even launch. Boring characters, boring modes, boring gunfights. Rivalry doesn't work. I've tried a few times to matchmake after 15 minutes wait. The overrun works, but it takes 10 to 15 minutes for matchmaking. Very low pay account. This is unfair for players. I want a refund. No players. It's a deserted game. This is unfair for players who bought it. Please refund us. How can I hop on Concord if there's no one who will hop on Concord with me? I purchased this with real money. I will play it if it becomes free to play. Social pandering and game budget aside, the game fundamentally just doesn't have the edge in the hero shooter space because it takes zero risk and therefore just really isn't that fun. It's nothing new, and Sony played it so ridiculously safe that there's really no reason to play this over any other hero shooter. And to be honest with you, there's one thumbs up, and it says, "Oh my God, I'm so excited to try this new multiplayer game. I hope it doesn't get shut down."
Wow.
I saw someone on Twitter. I saw someone on Twitter say these words. I've not had this much fun since Helldivers.
Yeah,
So-
you got to think they're lying, ain't you?
No. They were being serious. They said, and I
Oh.
wouldn't say that. And I was like, hang on, this is obviously a place.
Oh, what's going on? Can't hear you.
As Lewis just died.
Did he
He's
just plug
unplugged
himself out?
He's unplugged his mic.
How?
I know. How did you
Madrid.
do that? Your hand wasn't anywhere near it.
Stubz, what are your thoughts on Concord?
Sorry, my
I'll
bad.
be honest, I haven't actually heard or seen anything about Concord. Just I'm in the Xbox DM and everyone was slating Concord big time. And then
Not
and next thing
I was in that DM.
Yeah, you're in
No,
that
I
DM.
am in that DM.
And
sorry.
then it was like next thing, oh, it's shut down. I was like, wow.
Yeah, you're not missing anything at all, Stubz.
Does anyone want to buy tickets for Oasis, by the way?
Well,
No.
you're a reseller. How much are you doing them? $6,000 a pop? Thieving.
No, I'm gonna go to Costco and just get a big pack.
What, of Oasis tickets? Do they sell them in Costco?
Some people have been doing that scam wise. They've just been sending them a bottle of Oasis.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Fucking hell.
So
Sneaky bastards.
on swiftly on to the next segment.
Oh, can we talk about Black Ops 6 beta?
Yeah, we can do Black Ops 6 if you want.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I hate the Iraq map. It starts with an S. I hate it so much. The one with the big
Su-
satellite
Sudak.
dish. I hate it.
Is
Yeah,
Iraq?
I think
Yeah.
it's-
The
Get
Scud.
rid of it. Yeah, Scud. Get rid of it. Hate it.
I like that
Stupid.
one.
Ah, that's a
But
great
you're-
I
map.
like
then
Scud.
because of
Get
you,
rid of
it's going to
Derelict.
stay.
What's the graphics like on it? Does it look good? Does
I
it
like
look
the one with.
wicked.
It's
Does it
it's
look
good.
next gen? Does it look like Series X level? Is it real good or is it?
It looks like Cold War with
Okay.
a new skin. That's
It
actually
looks. It does. No. Don't forget,
Okay.
this is a beta, so it's not the full game.
That's true.
no. Seriously,
Okay.
it looks like Cold War with a new skin. It doesn't feel
Once
Once
different.
again,
Not
this
really.
is a beta, Lewis. It's not the
This is
full
a
game.
Listen, I'm being honest. It looks like Cold War with a new skin. I'm more
So
excited
you've got
about
to
the
ignore
zombie.
zombie.
you should ignore the graphics in a beta.
Yeah, you
That's
should
not what
really.
I mean. That's not what I mean. It does not feel any different to Cold War.
It
You got used to
does.
your omnidirection yet?
Yeah,
No, like I'm sorry, but the people in that game are way too fast. Like, I mean, like it feels like they don't run out of sprinting.
what you
it's
got to
ridiculous.
understand. What you got to understand is, Lewis. I know you're young, but there's a lot of kids playing it, and they're just so quick.
No, these ain't
It's-
kings. These are hackers. I'm sorry, but I got quick scope through the wall, headshot.
Yeah, there was
Ah,
that
okay.
going on. We knew that was going on.
Like,
Okay.
Go in,
You're-
and I'm sorry, but who
Yeah.
thought of the idea of allowing yourself to know exactly? You press a button and suddenly you can see through the entire map of the world.
No, that's
Only
when you
start.
respawn. That's when you
You
That's
only
stupid.
respawn. It
That's
lasts
stupid.
a number of seconds and then disappears.
That's stupid. Get rid of that. That's
Yeah,
dumb.
but you would the people would have been moved by then, unless they're camping.
No,
You
the
see them move,
the problem is
and then it
the
disappears.
spawns are terrible. They're all over the place. 1 minute I'm walking and there's no one there. Suddenly I'm spawned on and someone shoots me and I'm like, what the fuck?
Isn't that normal for COD? Yeah.
That is
No,
the
not-
second
not like
that's
that bad.
normal whenever
Not-
I go out of my comfort zone and try online.
Yeah,
Are
but not
you-
that bad.
I used to play COD years ago, multiplayer, and I haven't played it in years, so I'll give it a go. Probably
Yeah, you got to give it a go, Stubz. I think you might
Oh, well.
like enjoy it. Like I said, getting used to the omnidirection that they've added.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
You like it. I mean, for me, it was it was baptism of fire. First time I was like, oh, right. So I'll slide, and I'm so used to pressing the button, but I stupidly held it down and yeeted myself off
Yeah.
off the edge of a pair of stairs. Just dove forward. I was like, what the fuck?
But I really enjoy it because it suits my style of gameplay. So if I'm playing multiplayer, I like charging in, and now I'm able to charge in and charge left, charge right, jump over shit. It suits me perfectly. So probably I come in against Lewis and fucking kick the shit out of him because he doesn't like how it plays. So
I don't like
See,
the
whereas
force.
I was
don't
really
like
shit
the
to start with, and I
force.
think after a couple of rounds, I started getting used to that omnidirection. Actually, and you know me, I
you're not.
didn't
you're
like
not
the
a cock.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like I like the campaigns, but I never really liked the thingy. I started to really enjoy it once I started. The only thing that was irritating was obviously that people had absolutely been grinding it and had like high level jackals, and I was just getting absolutely bullet sponged in seconds to start with.
You'll get that with
But then I
every,
started finding
every
it.
installment.
Yeah, you do.
I just
And
ran
there were
into
some
too many
hackers.
hackers. I ran into way too many hackers
Yeah,
for
I
a
think
only
game.
you
had,
must
like,
have been playing some
notified
really
two,
shitty
didn't we?
maps. Yeah. Were you playing on PlayStation or Xbox?
Mhm. PlayStation.
There you go then, because everyone goes playing on PlayStation's got the Vault Hunter pack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot
Yeah,
of
but-
people on the Xbox have got that pack too.
But you don't have to. You didn't have to because if you had Game Pass, you could play it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Sorry, I played on Xbox. No, sorry, Xbox,
Oh.
not PlayStation. Sorry.
I only
it was-
counted like maybe two that I noticed that were hackers.
But
I,
yes,
no,
there
I
was-
pointed it out
I
when we
was
were
in
playing.
one with literally like ridiculous. You could tell they were hacking because one, they're not there, and suddenly I'm headshotted from across the map through a wall, and I'm like, no, through a wall. I didn't think you could shoot through the wall.
if you've got
It's a thin
bullet
wall.
penetration, ammo, yeah, you could.
No, not from that far away. You wouldn't.
Depends.
I
on
just
what
wish
you're
I
using.
played the damn thing.
No, because I wasn't next to the
It's
wall.
still on,
You
Tom.
can,
It's on again
Tom,
this
if you want.
weekend.
It's still
Is it on?
It's
Oh, thank
it's
God
on
for
until
that.
tomorrow. and
I
then it's
need-
back
I-
on
I-
next
I-
weekend.
I need to play
Join
tonight
us.
just because of Lewis. I need to play tonight to see what it's like. I do.
But Lewis, I saw you were playing on the Saturday, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues on the Saturday. A
Oh,
lot
okay.
of issues. They had to literally shut down the servers, reapply an update because of how many hackers there were. So if you tried it
Oh,
Sunday or
yeah,
today or yesterday,
no, I
it
tried
would
it
play a
Saturday.
lot better. It would play a lot
Yeah.
better. But honestly, I really love it, and I'm really very excited.
Don't get me
Like,
wrong, it's better than Modern Warfare, my opinion.
Yeah. I'm excited. I've not been excited for a COD multiplayer in a very long time, and I'm excited to just get in it and grind again. But I love zombies, so I'm gonna fucking grind zombies as well. So.
You know that's
Yeah,
always
100%.
one game mode. I've always wondered why. It's obviously it's owned by Xbox now. Why they don't actually just have a zombies and they just keep releasing more packs and more packs because they'd
They-
sell like hotcakes.
They
Be
would.
separate.
They had the
love it.
idea. I remember seeing a Call of Duty Nazi Zombies, but then they cancelled it for some reason.
I just think it
Because-
should be a separate thing and just
It
keep
should be a
releasing them.
separate thing, but
I
because
agree.
they
I agree
know
with you, Stubs.
because they know when Treyarch release their games, the zombies fans are going to go nuts and they'll
They
sell
do.
millions. So
That's probably why it's one
they
pack,
were- Yeah,
one package.
And would you
But
see?
yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you see that if you separated it out? Yeah, if you
Yeah,
separated it
you
out,
wouldn't, would you?
COD would start dying, would it?
Yeah.
Would you think
the
it
zombies would stay up here. Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think zombies would still do well.
Would,
Big
so
time.
the rest of the COD bit would probably drop off, maybe.
Maybe
Except
that's
for the
why.
sweats. Yeah.
Maybe that's why they don't do that.
You never know.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah.
Spenny,
Honestly,
if you're
not-
listening,
if
come
you've
on.
not tried the beta,
I
give
will
it a
be.
go.
It's downloaded, so I will be.
Nice.
You've got till tomorrow. Then the servers go down until Friday again, and they're back up for Friday.
Okay.
With
I'll give it
everybody
a-
can play as open beta.
Okay.
So I need to. So it has been fixed now. The hackers ain't all over the place again, no?
Well,
Yeah,
they did.
but
They're
expect
not all of
more.
them,
Yeah, expect more this weekend because obviously it's open beta. So
I'd love to know what the hackers actually get out of it. I don't get it. I don't.
Nothing. They just get to
I've never
upset.
seen
They just get to be a sweat.
Just
and-
sweats.
Yeah.
but clear the packs. if they've got battle
Probably
pass,
because
whatever,
they
and all that.
can.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Tom, you're gonna try it out.
I want to. I really want to. It's just obviously I kind of forgot it was even the thing. So
well, Tom, if you're on
Works.
the weekend, Lewis, Paul, if you're on the weekend, Stubbs, even you, if you want to play, I'll probably be on playing it again at the weekend.
Okay.
As long as you can deal
Yeah, it
with
should be
my
fun.
friends saying the N word and calling everyone a C word and calling everyone.
now that was probably one of the
Or
most
making
fun
orgasm
Call of Duty
sounds.
sessions I've ever had when I played with them.
Sounds like back in the day, Cop, doesn't it? Back in the day
it
gears.
is.
Wait, is that why you had to delete the what?
The stream, yes. I had to unlist it, Lewis, yes. Anyway,
Oh, dear.
Tom, it's time for your.
Wowsers in my trousers.
You had some questions, did you?
Yeah, so with this, I mean, I've got this isn't like a quiz or anything like that. I come up with a little list of like questions to submit for when I'm not here, and I love it. So, and I enjoy coming up with a bunch of like it wasn't necessarily questions; it was more like ideas for like topics and just like general bollocks to throw out there. So like buy, borrow, and bury games, you know, the whole shag, marry, kill, that type of thing. And then just a few bit of questions that went along with it. Oh, there's even one here for anyway. So just plucking out of the list which I've got here. I'm sorry, I'll go for one which I suggested on our chat earlier on the other day. Just a quick one. If you could go back to when you were all 10 years old and show off one game that has come out since then, what would it be and why? Now, it doesn't have to be because it's fantastic, it's brilliant, the graphics and everything. It can be mobile games. You can show off Anthem, you could show off Concord, you could show off an absolute massive failure if you choose. And also your choice. And one thing as well is that to take into consideration here for everyone listening, when we were all 10 years old, it wasn't at the same time period. So when I was 10, it would have been 2005.
Paul was 30 when I
And
was 10.
And when Paul was 10, that was when he only had Pong. So, yeah.
Alex,
whole-
what have I ever else yeah, it was Pong. No, I had a Dragon 32 at 10, I think. Said Spectrum
Still.
ZX81.
Speaking of which, that new Spectrum mini console looks incredible.
ZX81.
So yes, that's a question for you guys. I was going to submit it if I couldn't make it tonight, but obviously I'm here. So,
I mean, if I was to go first and say like if I was to pick like my top game and it was like Fallout 3, like you imagine trying to show that to someone with a ZX8. I know it is. So I actually was, and you mentioned it was Anthem. And the only reason I would showcase that would be because one, it failed miserably because it didn't really have a storyline, but I absolutely loved it and thought it did have enough lore behind it to carry it on before they chopped and changed it. And the fact that it was one of the first games really that had that flying mechanism in it, within like going from over the shoulder third person to first person, and the flying was amazing. I loved doing that. But I think I would cause brain hemorrhage after brain hemorrhage if I showed that when I was 10 years old with graphics like that. When you've literally got the moment, like you had cyan, you had like RGB and cyan, magenta, and it was VGA and EVGA graphics with the cutting edge. So you would be lucky if you got anything that was in full color and not in magenta, cyan, black, green, white.
Gorgeous.
I think, Paul, that would give them enough time to make Anthem actually have a story and work.
Actually, go back to their original idea and actually do it properly.
Interesting.
Who else? Stubz, what about you? Have you got an idea?
I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to
can't
work
have
out.
Gears.
I was trying to work out
when you were 10.
When I was 10, you see, I can't work it out.
I can.
Go on in, Lewis.
My birthday was so I'm 3rd of the 12th in 1984. My birthday.
How old are you now?
I'm
2007.
I'm 39.
So 29 years ago. That would have been
So
like
Paul was in his
1990.
30s.
1994 would have been your 10.
No,
95, yeah.
1995. Yeah, same year I was born.
Oh,
So
I'm just
going on in 95. Wasn't that the SNES?
yeah,
SNES transitioning
I'd
into
bring
the
them.
N64.
Yeah,
PlayStation 1 was almost out.
Okay, I'd introduce them to Gears of War.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's a cop out.
I was in 2007.
Yeah,
Lewis,
wasn't the question though? What would you show them to bring them back from the future?
Just what?
Yeah.
So any game forwards, any game from when you were 10 onwards, you can.
They would have, in that time, they would have thought it was incredible.
Yeah,
no, of course, but it was a
so
cop
Gears
out
1
because
we
know
talking?
how much you
Yeah,
love Gears.
yeah, Gears of War 1.
And how do you think 10-year-old Stubz would have reacted?
Considering it was an 18 game.
My
Not
parents
knowing
still would have let
anything.
me play it, regardless. They would have.
So there's two I might have shown myself.
Mm.
So the remake of Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil, because I was watching that as I was growing up with my brothers. Or Spider-Man. Because around when I was 10, 2007, Spider-Man 2 came out.
Which was a good game.
Very good game.
Yes. Ooh,
Play it now,
very
it's
good.
not
Wait,
as...
Lewis, what year were you born?
97.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were a lot younger than that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I thought he was younger than that as well.
He's not that young.
I'm only 27. Tom's nearly 30.
I'm
Paul's
40,
near-
I'm 40 this year, so I feel old.
Great.
Paul's like 50 something.
Don't worry,
nearly.
Stubz. You get used to the water clapping your
But
knackers when you
basically, as soon as I was 10, Paul was like 35, 37.
off was I 35, 37.
You told me you was in your 30s.
So hold on, when was that? 2007?
Yeah.
No.
Were you in your 20s?
Yeah.
29?
I was approaching
30.
I was
30.
17 in 2007. No, it
Right,
wasn't.
so
That's a
Paul
lie,
is
I
10
was
years older
14,
than you.
15.
So he was
Or
27 when you were 17.
I was 15. Sorry, I was
Sorry,
getting- I got it
Paul
wrong.
was 35 when you were 15 then.
No, he said he was 20 something.
Oh, 25.
Well, I turned 30 in 2008.
Exactly. I
So
was
he's
close.
29.
I was close. I was close.
Oh, look, he's so happy.
I wasn't calling him old. I was saying that
What?
I was 10 years
He's
old.
right. Yeah.
At 10 years
I
old,
finished-
he was
I
about
finished-
30,
I finished school in 2008, so I was 16.
which means Paul was
2008, you finished school
36.
I finished in 96.
He's not 10 years fucking older than me.
I
How
don't
old
even
is-
know. I don't even know.
How old are you? I don't even know how old you are.
Me? I'm
Maths
32.
with the LOD perspective.
Exactly.
You're
Lewis keeps
37.
thinking I'm older.
32,
me?
you bellend.
So
30.
Paul is
Lewis,
42 then.
Lewis, what game would you show yourself?
I just said Resident Evil or Spider-Man or Silent Hill. Hello.
Okay.
Which ones?
Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil Village
Okay.
in VR.
Cool. Nice.
Hang on,
VR.
they didn't have VR back then. Well, saying that.
No, but that's the point. You
That
would
is the
take it
point,
back,
yeah.
wouldn't you?
That would be cool, yeah.
Lewis would become Lawnmower Man. I think it was out around
Hayden?
that year, wasn't it?
So I've just looked. So back in 2002, when I was 10, there was a GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 1 and 2, and Game Boy Advance. I would go back and show them Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
I'd
Yeah.
go to Nintendo and go to myself and go, look at Legends Arceus. Like, oh, it's open world.
Is it because as well
open world
of the-
Pokemon.
Is it because as well you have the Switch? You'd show them that as well, and
Oh,
see
yeah,
how
absolutely.
incredible handheld gaming became in the years to come from 2002. Because that was something I was considering, something like a possible Switch game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
I'd,
feeling really old. They were my raving days. Goodness, I feel really old now. Bagley's and Canvas in London. I was, yeah.
Stubbs, I'm only 8 years younger than you. Not that younger. Not that older. Not much older.
Wow, it feels a lot.
Yeah, so he would have been 18, busting some shapes and,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and gurneying his face off in Bagley's in London.
Never. Well, I say Bagley's, but I never got to experience Bagley's. I went to Canvas. I missed the
Oh.
Bagley's phase, unfortunately.
And you missed Peach as well, mate. You didn't do those.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Oh, you did do Peach.
No, I missed Peach. I know of Peach, but yeah, they keep bringing it back for a union. Keeps
Yeah,
failing. They do, but
No one wants to go Peach now, Jesus.
Mm.
Yeah, what about
I'd
you,
also,
Tom?
I'd
sorry, go
also
ahead.
take back the original Modern Warfare 2 and just be like, this is what your life is going to become.
Mm. Yeah. See, a part of me is a little bit like, do I go with similar routes with like Call of Duty? Because like there are some key moments from like my teenage years, like the online with more Modern Warfare 2 and like Black Ops Zombies with my old chums. But considering back in 2005, GTA San Andreas came out in 2004. And in that year, that was when me and my siblings were very GTA San Andreas oriented. And we were obsessed with just how open world it was, just how engaging it is, like going to the restaurants and buying the pizzas and what size pizzas and shit you want. So a part of me is like, do I show them the GTA trilogy and be like, just stick with what you already know? But no, I'll probably go with GTA 5. I would have to show 10-year-old me GTA 5 because I genuinely remember being like, it doesn't get better graphically than San Andreas or gameplay wise. And obviously GTA 5 has just expanded that and is a lot better. I was gonna say GTA 6, but it hasn't actually been out yet.
No.
So I can't really class that one as of yet. But I know GTA 5 would blow 10-year-old me's mind.
Do you not think he would be a little bit disappointed that GTA 5 only consists of San Andreas and not Las Venturas and San Fierro?
No, because little old me was very much like, again, I was like, it doesn't get better graphically. So it would have literally blew my little nads off. But yeah, looking back at it, I would have been absolutely disappointed the fact there's no Las Venturas of it. But again, thinking back to 10-year-old me, I wouldn't have given a shit about that. It would have been like the visuals of it.
Oh my god!
But
Trevor.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of games which we can all show our 10-year-old selves, which will probably blow our nads off. So, but yeah, I think that's probably one which would, knowing me, that back then would just blow my mind. So yeah,
Nice.
that's questions time with Thom,
That
or
was
whatever
good,
we
Tom.
called.
I enjoyed that.
Thank you. I still haven't listened to last week's episode because I was at work and I haven't had time since coming home. But I hoped, because I remember you saying how like it sparked my question last week, sparked a good discussion about the Xbox 360.
yeah.
Good, and I want to try and keep doing that as well. So obviously this wasn't as good as that one, but
No. Tell you what, let's
What
carry
would
on.
have been your
Stubbs, what?
answer, by the way?
Yeah. Should we pass it to the others? So what?
I think we should
Tom's
pass it to
question
the
was
others.
like, what long was with the legacy?
just so you
of
know,
the
I'm going to have to go in a
Xbox-
like literal
That's
minute.
fine.
Yeah, so we'll
Leg-
ask you,
yeah.
Tom. We'll ask you first.
Go on, go on.
You remember your question, do you, Tom?
Yeah, it was. I've actually got it written down here. Where the Xbox 360 give us some fondest memories, favorite games, special moments. For me, special moments was again online play. That was my introduction to online play. Playing Call of Duty with all my friends at the time. Playing Saints Row 2 with my friends at the time. Jesus, the Blades dashboard was just so beautiful. I wish I can go back to having the Blades dashboard back for my current Xbox, but unfortunately you can't. I remember purchasing my first ever one for £80 when the guy, well, I was said to the, I bought it secondhand. The guy initially told me, yeah, I'll pay for 80 quid. Cool. And then when I got to him, he goes, yeah, give me 100. And I was like, so I took it for 60. So that's one of my favorite memories of it. But the games are absolutely phenomenal. There's so many games which I can just go into, but again, time-wise and being a father, I can't. It's definitely one of my most favorite game consoles of all time. Its legacy for the indie games where they were just god-awful, I think is just phenomenal. Just go and have a look on YouTube for two best friends play Xbox Live indie games. They got some god-awful, terrible games which they play with, but it highlights how crap they were. But it's so fun. Okay.
Oh, do they?
Oh
yeah, they do. It's not really nice.
Jesus. But again, yeah, it was my
Fake
full
minutes.
introduction into
Makes watch my
gaming
boxes.
seriously. Nice. It was my introduction to gaming seriously and what made me fall in love with it even more so than what PlayStation 2 did. I fell in love with gaming with PlayStation 2, but Xbox 360 only enhanced it from like better graphics, better gameplay, as well as online play. I would literally dedicate a whole podcast of just talking about the Xbox 360, and I really want to because I don't feel like I've done its legacy justice right now. But it is seriously one of the best consoles ever made, and I wish in the future we could discuss it a little bit more from my perspective. But phenomenal games, phenomenal console, never had the red ring of death, and
Same.
I miss it. I really miss those days. And I remember very quickly. I remember begging
talking about bowling.
for a HDMI cable because, of course, the first one came with like the SCART lead and all that. I remember begging for HDMI cable because I was like, "Oh my god, it'll really enhance it and everything." And my dad just said, "Fuck it." He wrapped it up for my birthday, wrapped up a HDMI cable for my birthday, and threw it at me. And it was one of the greatest presents I've ever got. It's so stupid and so but I love it, and it's I need to dedicate more time to just to say it because I didn't do it justice right now. But
I think you did. But
Love it.
yeah, I know what you mean.
It deserves a lot more time than I've given it.
Yeah.
So, look out for another solo special. Anyway, gents,
Sounds good.
before you carry on talking about your swan songs on the Xbox 360 and carrying on with the next segment, which has a phenomenal name, I'm going to love you and leave you all because I need to go have a shower and I need to go look after my son. Anyway, thanks for having me, gents. It's been fun. And I shall see you on the next one.
Thanks,
Bye,
Tom.
Tom. See you in a bit, mate.
See you later.
So, yes, Stubz, let's move on to you. So, just so I'll recap for you what the question was. So, what he put in it was, since our break, the Xbox 360 store closed and essentially making the system dead. I was hoping to get some of your fondest memories of the Xbox 360, favorite games, special moments, and all-round thoughts on the system, and where its legacy lives with yourself. And then he said, for me, one of the favorite consoles of all time, great memories of my school friends and my introduction to online. I love to know your thoughts on the Xbox 360 and its stamp on history. So, like, what kind of legacy does the 360 have for you?
Well, I know I'm going to mention Gears of War as well, but
that's fine. I mean, like, there's no way, we joke about it, but
I used to be a very big Call of Duty player with my friends, and Black Ops 4 we used to play, but most of them, at one point we had a clan called FUDV. Now,
bastards, I remember. No, not really, I'm joking.
But the name of it, because at the time we didn't understand, when the game would lag, we'd blame Treyarch's lead designer. You know, it was David Vonderhaar. Well, our clan was called Fuck You, David Vonderhaar, right? But we didn't really understand that at the time. But we used to play that loads. Loads of Call of Duty. That's what I used to play every year. I only used to play Call of Duty for quite a long time. And obviously there was Gears of War, but I wasn't, as much as I jumped into Gears of War, believe it or not. I didn't jump in with number 1. I jumped in with number 2 because someone at work told me you need to play this. What was it, Gears? Someone at work told me about it, a young lad, and he says you need to play Gears of War 2. It was one of them, and I played it, and it was bloody amazing. And I played the rest, but I never played multiplayer. I mainly played horde mode because multiplayer back then was, you know, it was very toxic unless you were like nearly a professional gamer, you know, in Call of Duty. But it has got. I never had the red ring of death, but I one day plugged it into the wall and it went red. I unplugged it immediately and everything, then plugged it back in 5 minutes later and it was gone. It was. Luckily, I never experienced it, but I do remember my uncle getting it because what was happening, you send it off, right? And he used to write down his serial numbers down. And he said what they were doing was, there's a third party company was meant to be fixing them, and he'd write the serial numbers down. And he said he never got his console back because he'd match up the serial numbers and they were all different. They were just sending in someone else's console to him on the pile. We fixed that one, we just send it out. And because I think that cost him in the region of $1 billion to fix. He had to put aside to fix them. But no, 360 was a dominant era for Xbox. It really was the golden era. They had a lot of indie games. Obviously, yeah, there was a lot of crap indie games, as it's been mentioned. But you always get out of indie games regardless. You look at Steam, there's hundreds of thousands of games. They're not all amazing, are they? In general, it's just the way it is. But Gears of War, and I wasn't a really big Halo fan, you see. But you've obviously got to mention Halo as part of the legacy of Xbox. Even it's still here now, but the Halo was a massive part of the Xbox 360. I just wish they weren't.
What would be in your legacy though? So if we were to say this is Stubbs's legacy on 360, would it just be Gears and COD, or were there some other little clincher games? So like when Hayden and I did it on the last show, obviously I cracked out all the games I had and come up with Brink because it died a death quite quickly as an online multiplayer, and and Section 8 was the died a death. And they're kind of like the fundamental. It doesn't have to be like successful, but if we were to say Stubbs' legacy on the 360 was, are we just going Gears and COD, or were there some other little clinches there that you kind of really enjoyed, little guilty pleasures?
I'll be honest, I can't. Memory shit. I can't remember.
Mine was the same.
All I can remember is Gears and COD, but I can't remember any other games. I did play other games. I just can't bloody remember. And I still, even if you asked me ahead of time, I don't think I would have come up with anything else, because literally all I used to do is play multiplayer on COD. Because it's like when I bought an Xbox One, sold it, got a PS4, everyone thinks, oh, you must have played all the exclusives. No, I turned into a Destiny player and played multiplayer most of the time. Then I went back to the Xbox One at the end of the gen, and I just stayed for Xbox. Even though if you ask people, people seem to think I'm a PlayStation fanboy, I'm not. It's just more of a lay into Xbox because I know they've got the money to do stuff. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Call of Duty multiplayer really, and the Gears of War games. But I wish I could remember the games I played. I might have to see if I can go back through my tag and see if any of the names, if you can see what you used to play, if I remember any of it.
You can
I have to see if
Yeah,
it
you
sparks any memories. 'Cause I honestly cannot remember. I can't. I know it's a bit of a crap answer I give, but
No,
I
don't
can't.
say
It's not.
I can't remember anything
No,
else.
wasn't
But
wasn't a crap
yeah.
answer at all, mate. I was just wondering if there were any little guilty pleasures or little ones underneath. You know, some people, because even I said that in the last episode. You know, and I was saying after the show as well was that when I came to think about it, the 360 and then the Xbox, and then you know, so the 360, the Xbox One, then the Xbox One S, and then
Yeah.
you know, series. They kind of all blend into one long timeline for me. So it's kind of like, think of a game. Was that on the 360 or was that on that? Because you know when they
Yeah.
did some of the back cat as well,
They
I'm
did.
like, oh, I only ever played it on the one. I didn't really play on the 360, but
That's
should
true.
have.
Yeah.
You know, like Black and Beyond Good and Evil and stuff like that. It was just like, you know, played them, but actually I didn't really play it on the 360. I loved the game, but never played it on the like my own personal 360. I
Yeah.
played later on. So yeah. Lewis, you're muted, and I know you're talking in the background. Hopefully, you can hear us. But are you going to answer the question? Do you want to hear it again? I muted you. Sorry, because you were noisy in the background while Tom was talking. You're on the phone, so shall I carry on talking?
Can you unmute him?
No, you need to unmute yourself. I can ask you to mute.
Right, go on now. Can you?
There we go. Okay, so I know you were there and talking in the background, but Tom did this question. We did it last episode, and then we were asking you three, which was obviously the 360 store is closed, and essentially making the system dead. Your fondest memories of 360, favorite games, special moments, all-round thoughts on
my
the
favorite
system
game
and what
on
your legacy was.
360 was I enjoyed playing Minecraft, but Godfather Part 2,
Yeah,
yeah,
they were your
and
fondest
the
memories?
Spider-Man, Friend or Foe.
Nice. Anything else? Like, you got any fond memories of the actual system, or
Playing Black Ops, the original, and 2,
Yeah.
playing zombies. That was pretty much
Yeah.
So I did a lot. And Halo Reach, loved playing Halo Reach.
I have to say about Halo Reach, I think that still stands up now, graphic-wise. I think it still looks incredible. I played it like a couple of months ago and was like, wow, this looks better than some of the new games coming out now. It looks that good.
I'll be honest with you, I can't really choose one memory because again, this is like we're talking like a whole Xbox 360 catalog. It's like miles and miles long.
I think you guys
Yeah,
need to do an episode on it because the way Tom was talking, he was talking. He looked like he was tearing up slightly. It means a
He
lot
was
to him.
slightly, wasn't it? It does mean a lot. Tom is very retro now, and he loves his retro, and he's got a massive collection of retro consoles and games and all of that lot, like he said. But yeah, the 360, and he wants to do that. We may even do that. I think that's.
I think he needs to do that retro special again on the 360.
He does.
You got to also remember his life has changed massively now from when he didn't have a baby. Now he's got a baby. He's like, maybe he's excited that he gets to, or he's upset that he doesn't get to show that to Hunter.
Well, no, he's going to show it to Hunter. I don't think you
He's
realize.
going to show him. Yeah.
Like for everyone, like when it gets to that point, I think down the line, a long, many years down the line,
No, he can't because
I think
it's
you'll
got-
find Hunter is going to be inheriting a load of retro consoles in his inheritance. That's what he's getting.
Yeah.
Me, I get a guitar, but you know,
Yeah, but
sod the
Lewis,
money. He's getting a load of retros.
The great thing about the Xbox 360 is you can still go to CEX and go, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And
You
you can
can.
pick that up for £5 or £3.
Yeah.
You can't do that now. So even though it's shut, the store's shut, you can still go down and buy all them games. You probably go to car boot sale and find them for 10p. You know, they're still
Charity
out there.
shops, they're
Yeah.
still there.
You'll be able to find them somewhere.
And that might lead on to another discussion later on, which always comes drummed up, isn't it, over the physical and digital thing that like now, you know, if we look at this maybe in 10, 15 years time and they say they're shutting the Xbox, you know, the series store, the game store, because they've got something different later on, none of that's going to be playable.
That's true. Yeah.
None of it's
Excuse
going to
me.
be playable because it's all digital. So yeah. We've got one more segment, don't we? This is
We
a newer one.
do.
Should we? Because this is where we get to play
Yep,
a sound.
it is
Shall I play the
called-
sound?
Sorry, I got it.
Can you do it?
Let's fucking go.
So thanks,
Yeah.
Stubbs. That's you. You're part of one of our new segments.
Ah,
So
Segment number 2 for Stubbsy.
yeah. So Let's Fucking Go is basically we are doing a catalogue of LOD favourites. So every couple of weeks or every week, I'm going to ask you guys to bring a game to the table, and we're going to vote for that game, and then I'm going to go off and play it live on stream the same week this episode drops. It's
Oh,
just to make some more content, and I can see it, Lou. Thanks. Make some more content for the show, and then we can have a board of the LOD favorites, and it'll just be something different and something new. So if you have got something to think about of a game, Stubbs, feel free. Obviously, we can see Lewis is throwing into the pool.
You need to
Deadpool.
spend 500 for it though, but you know, yeah.
I need to spend 500 for
Yeah,
it.
people
What?
are selling this for 500.
Then
You
I'm
buy it for
probably not gonna-
500? Did you
No.
buy it?
No, I got this from my
Probably
ex
not gonna play
years and years ago. But it's one of the rarest games you can buy now.
Wow. So we'll stick that on the pile for voting.
I'm joking. That's probably impossible for him to play. I would like you to finish Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
I finished Security Breach.
Then I want you to finish.
Or start a game, Lewis. So it's got to be a game he probably hasn't played that he'll stream.
Oh, okay.
But the idea is
Stellar Blade.
as well. I'm probably the one here that's played the least games in the group, in the LOD crew. So the idea is to bring my game catalog up. So what was it, Lewis? Stellar what?
Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade. Okay.
Stubbsy?
Paul? Oh,
Oh, you
Stubbs,
want me to go
whoever?
first?
Whoever,
I
doesn't
think
matter, Stubbs.
I'm gonna draft back to this one because it's free. I want to see how it looks, whether it plays, and I mentioned it last in the memoirs of the 360 last week.
But
Brink.
You okay? Yeah. Brink. Yep.
Wait, you're gonna buy all these games?
No, Brink is free.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It is on Steam.
Brink, as in the one that failed.
Yep.
You're out of order. Why are you making play that?
Why not? Because I thought it was an amazing game. It just died a death too early. Came out the wrong
I'm
time.
surprised they didn't give you Anthem or Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, wait, no, that's not out yet.
Brink. So, Stubbs?
Well, I'm going to side with Paul. Brink.
Brink.
Do you remember playing it? Did you ever play it, Stubbs? When it came
No,
out?
I'm just siding with you to so you get more votes.
Well, no, I mean
Fair play.
we can all put in the kitty and then we
No,
can
we
all
can-
vote.
yeah.
So if
We'll
you've
put
got
in a
another
game.
game that you think Hayden should try,
They
you
got
should
them.
just have a look. It doesn't matter. See, I might have it on my catalog on Steam, might have it on Xbox. Don't know. We'll have a look at it and see what we do. And if it's voted, then he will stream it during the week.
It's that
So are you
game.
gonna-
There's a really good game on Game Pass. He's probably played it.
Go on then.
Just trying to think what it's called. You play the game and you like hoover up stuff, but it's is it called?
Are you on about House Flipper?
No, nothing like that. It's actually on an alien planet, but you hoover up stuff as you go along.
Oh,
Oh,
Journey to the Savage
It's
Planet,
a-
something like that.
No, it's
no,
amazing.
it's the
I can't
goop.
think.
It's the
Gunk.
yeah,
Gunk.
Gunk.
The gunk.
The gunk.
That's incredible.
The gunk.
Actually, Hayden, I got
Have
one
you
for
played
you.
the gunk?
Yeah, I completed it actually. Well,
Yeah, so did
I completed the game. There you go.
Crime
We know
City.
you complete games.
Crime Boss City.
Crime Boss City, you changing that from Stellar Blade because that's fucking
Yeah.
£70 worth.
Yeah. No, I have a code that you can have for Crime Boss City as well.
Okay, cool. So we've got 3 games. I'm not putting one in because it's not fair, is it? So guys, you've got to choose. What should I play? Crime Boss City, Crime Boss Rocky City, The Gunk, or The Brink?
So I'm going to vote, even though I put Brink in, if you haven't played it, the gunk. Lewis?
Crime Boss City.
Okay. Stubz?
The gunk. Or can't I vote for the gunk?
Now you can
You
vote for
can.
The Gunk if
You
you
can.
want
You
to.
can vote for
There you
whichever
go.
one.
Look,
The only reason
Okay,
I'm putting
so-
my vote over the fence is because the Brink is free and we can play that at any point. Gunk is an amazing game.
I think it's in
when it
Game
came
Pass
out,
still. I
It
think
should
it
still
is.
be in Game Pass.
To be fair, Paul, I did say I was going to play Brink last week when this dropped. So
Yep.
that's fine. So The Gunk it is. We'll go for The Gunk. Absolutely. So going on to the LOD favorite board is The Gunk, and I will definitely play that when this episode drops. So thank you very much, Stubz, for that.
Have you guys heard of that game, the Organizer?
The what?
Organizer.
The Organizer.
No, Organizer.
Are you looking on Steam Hentai again?
No, seriously, it's a game. A lot of streamers have been playing it. Organizer. You basically organize an orgy.
With a
Tom's,
Z.
Tom's really missing this. He is. This
I
last.
know.
The Gunk is still on Game
It's
Pass,
on
by the
Steam.
way.
Oh, it is. That's right.
A sex-positive puzzle game throwing the best and most satisfying swingers parties. Open your door to the cast of procedurally generated guests. You looked at hentai.
No,
so
I
it
was
is
in
a
some.
sex-positive, non-pornographic puzzle game.
Yep.
Is this another like Twitch fad?
Yeah.
Or Organizer 1, a game for perverts. Stubz, is that going on your playlist?
No chance.
Are you sure you're not going to stick it on, or maybe you should bring it up in conversation, as a conversation, gaming conversation with friends. See, actually, seeing as it's done by Lizard Factory, and it's a publisher. That's an indie. We should get Removable to try it out.
Do you may? Yeah.
Yep.
I'd
If
say no.
not, if he says no to that one,
No,
he has
he's-
the option of one or the other. He either has to play the Organizer or he has to play Sex with Hitler.
Well, he's Xbox only. So
Oh, is
he's
he?
Not, no, he's an
Oh,
indie
is it on
gamer that
Xbox?
does not play PC at all.
Oh.
If you ever ask him, he'll get a whole story as to why.
Yeah, he comes up with loads of stuff like yeah. Words, more words, and loads of words on top of them words.
Console. I need to find him a hentai game for his console.
Removable Sight is a good guy, though. He is.
He is. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just winding you up.
Got a big head when it comes to events, though. Like really big. You've seen it's huge.
The skull, yeah. He loves
No
that.
head.
He loves that. Yeah. No, it's only on Steam, unfortunately. Oh. I like to have seen him do one of his reviews on YouTube for that. Hello and welcome to.
Yeah. He's got a very relaxing voice. You can fall asleep
does,
in his
doesn't he?
video. I told him
I
that.
just want to hear him say, and we're going to be reviewing the Organizer or Sex with Hitler.
See if I can get him to do it. I'll say they'll play it on LOD for you.
Yeah, we'll clip it. I think that's it. Has anyone got anything else they want to add?
No,
Lewis is
Stubz, have
cotton
you got
now.
anything you want to talk about, mate? We've kind of been speaking over you a lot today, so apologise for that.
I wouldn't. I've been trying to speak over you lot. I really wouldn't worry. I do it on my show all the time.
You just chip in. You know that.
I know, but no, there's nothing more to add. All right.
But that's next Tuesday.
That's a rude way of telling someone that they're not nice.
No, seriously, what's next Tuesday?
It's the second work day of the week.
No, next Tuesday coming up.
It's no
It's the
special
second
day
workday of the week next
on
week.
The 10th.
I won't be here.
Why not?
It's the anniversary of my father.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Is it the 10th?
Yeah, it's the 10th.
It is. It's fine. If you're not going to be here, I've asked Annoyed Van to join us for next week.
Yep.
Which I thought
Yeah.
was another week
Yeah,
away.
sorry, I can't sit and pretend that I'm happy on that day. No, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Lewis.
But I
You're
have,
fine.
because Meg's thought about doing something like going away just to keep my mind occupied a bit.
It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, Stubbs, you haven't got anything else you want to add, do you?
No. Thanks for inviting me on.
Thanks for coming on. You are more than welcome anytime, mate. And you can jump in the wild card whenever you want. We'll send you out invites whenever you want. And when you're free, you're happy to come on and chew the fat with us. And you never know, like you can take the piss like we do.
Yeah, I need to play some more games. But one thing I forgot to mention earlier,
Mm-hmm.
a gaming conversation is partnered with a Gamer Hub. And on this week's podcast, I forgot to mention it and forgot to use the proper overlay. Removable Sanity reminded me right at the end. I was like, well, you did put it on your thumbnail, so it is in there a bit. I completely forgot. I hadn't done it in over a month, though. I hadn't.
So is it going to be a regular return now for the gaming conversation with friends? Are you back on the hobby horse, as they say?
Yeah, it's every week. As well, yeah, it's supposed to be every week, but sometimes I cancel it, and then just it is what it is. But yeah, it's back. It is.
And where can we find it, Stubbs? Come on, give us your deets. Shout it out.
It's on YouTube at Stubz Gaming, on X now at Stubz Gaming, Rumble at Stubz Gaming, and it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It's literally on every single player you can find.
Brilliant.
It is. These are everything I was supposed to be. But it is. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It was good. And good now I'm on camera.
Yeah, it's been
very,
brilliant.
very different.
On cameras, yeah,
it's
brilliant. It's brilliant.
That
So
bald
yeah,
head.
So those that are listening or those that are watching, check Stubbs out. Check gaming conversation with friends. And it has been Stubbs joining us as the wild card. Thanks for Thom for coming. And just one soundbite. Did it work? I don't think it worked.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
I'm
love
not
those.
gonna. I took it and gave it to him.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
I knew
It's
that.
brilliant.
I knew that might show up because I told Thom mentioned something to me about it the same day. And I thought they're going to clip that.
I'll clip both of them. But for those that just need the backdrop, Stubbs is the famed person behind our well-known and loved sound that we use and we've used for many years.
I'm one of the clever people. It's me. If you didn't know,
There we go. That is Stubbs. He is one of the clever people.
I think
yeah.
it was taken from an interview, wasn't it? With
it was.
With ACS Husk, but he's vanished
ACS
off the
Husk.
He's vanished off the face of the planet. He has.
Yeah, people do come and people do go.
Yeah.
That was where it came from. It was just the way you said it. It was just
I
like
know.
it was brilliant. And thank you for letting us use those sounds,
Yeah.
Stubbs. You
Yes,
have
thank
been
you.
immortalized in our show.
It's
like I
all
said,
good.
you're more than welcome anytime. Right,
Thank
so
you.
without further ado, that is the end of the show. Come and check us out. Next week we will be on
and we will
Dom's
have
Le Venomous AK, but we will have a special guest.
Annoyed Vern.
Well,
who
quick
was a
question:
wild
Have you got a Quest 3?
Yes, I do.
Do you want
Always
do you
at the end
want
of the show, Luke.
my new stuff?
Is it any good?
Yeah, but I've got loads of it. I'm getting it all the time, aren't I?
Okay, yeah, I'll try it out for you.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
just have yours.
He's getting
keep it.
loads. He gets loads of free stuff, but he looks quite annoyed. I'm getting stuff all the time.
No,
He
the problem is most of it is very similar to the other stuff
Ah, fair enough.
because it's obviously there's not much more they can do with a
No.
one of the back things. I mean, they can do
still
one
got-
with.
I've still got this for you to pick up.
Yeah, no, I've still got this for you as well.
Oh yeah, that was part of the show, wasn't it?
It was part of the show. We can do that on the next one.
Yeah, I've still got
outfit of
this for you.
manliness. Cool. Cool beans. Anyway, so end of the show. We're waffling stuff. See us on the next one. Thanks to Stubz for joining us. I've been Masked Mayhem. That's been Sit Down to Game. And down in the corner has been Vino Mouse, AK. We have been the LOD. Toodles.
Thanks.
I won't be in